one of the biggest reasons why this show is a failure is the same problem with a lot of these live action adaptations of nostalgic animated shows and some popular young adult or children's books, is that they take the original source material and they just yeet it into shark infested water to be eaten apart limb by horrible limb. They get these producers, these writers, these directors who don't care about the source material at all. They don't understand fan culture. They don't understand the audience or don't know what audience they're trying to like get at. Like who's the audience for this show? It's like you lost the fans of the original, because we're looking at this like, no, this ain't it, Chi. You have an all-female cast with like fairies and magic and stuff like that. So obviously girls would be mostly interested in. But it's like, you see this plain, drab, dreary stuff, and it's like, nah. So it's like, are you trying to appeal to guys because of swords and fire and stuff like that? Guys don't care about Winx Club.
No, they don't.
No.
My brothers do not care at all.
Exactly. Like, boys don't even know what Winx Club is. Most boys don't care about Winx Club. All right. So it's like, who are you trying to target? So, and because they don't have like a connection to the source material, they make changes. They don't make any sense because they don't care. They change whatever they want to the point of it being unrecognizable. So now we have this monstrosity on our hands. It's just, gross. Put some effort or go home. Leave us alone. God, this kid can't leave nothing alone. Just can't leave nothing alone. So yeah, and it's like one of the reasons why the show was so popular, because it showed that femininity wasn't a weakness at all. Like, it was a strength. And femininity is not like just pink and frills and like glitter. I mean, yeah, sometimes they intersect, but that's not all femininity. Like, femininity is also like creation, nurturing, kindness, warmth, being supportive, being empathetic. You see that with the original characters, both the fairies and the specialists. Like, they all care for one another. They have each other's back. They're nurturing. They're creative, and it's presented as strengths. But for Fate the Winx Saga, they just don't care. Like they basically just made it into a more masculine show with, like, I don't know, drinking and drugs and sex and stuff like that. And it's like, that's not what Winx Club was. We didn't watch Winx Club because of sex and drugs and whatever. We watched Winx Club because we wanted to feel good.
It had a great plot. That's why we watched it. It empowered us. It made us feel good.
It had a point. It was like, you know, be good to your friends, be good to others, like, be creative, like, love your surroundings, love the planet and stuff like that. And it's like, they completely just toss that aside for some garbage, some dark, edgy YA garbage. Fate the Winx Saga, the plot is so contrived. It's basically if you take Harry Potter, and it's hilarious because Harry Potter is like under fire now because of like J.K. Rowling. So you did that for nothing. And like every fantasy YA novel you could ever come up with, you know exactly what's going to happen, and has all the tropes of stories set in high school. You know, you got your prom or parties or whatever, you got your love triangles, whatever tropes you can name from YA books, it's in here. It's in here. And it's gross. It's boring. And also, you don't care because the characters are trash. Except for Aisha. Like I said, she held it down for everyone when she really should not have to. It is funny how they put this entire series on this Black girl's shoulders. Why did you put this pressure on this poor woman? She didn't deserve that. She deserved better. Having a boring or I guess like regular plot or something, or unoriginal plot would be fine if you had characters that were fun, that you like. But these characters, except for Aisha, are nothing but menaces. They are menaces to society. I'm gonna go down the characters from the ones that I hate to Aisha, who we love. And the first one that I hate is Musa. I hate Musa.
In the original series, I loved Musa. She was a tomboy who stuck to her music. She spoke out against so many disadvantages. She was there for her friends. She made amazing playlists. I mean, her relationship with Riven was toxic, but I loved it. It was on again, off again. But she was still so kind. She never let her heart bring her down.
I love Musa. Like, my hair is like Musa. My makeup's kind of sort of like Musa. Not really, but somewhat. I love Musa. Like, I remember her character the most. I remember her transformations the most. Like, I remember her relationship with Riven, and me being a stupid teenage girl. I was like, oh my God, that's so romantic. They having problems. There's so much ink between them. It's like, so don't feel bad, Mar. I was also the same way, you know, as a kid, teenager. Angsty relationships. It was it. it was it. They ruined Musa to a nothing character in Fate the Winx Saga. Musa in Fate the Winx Saga is rude, very standoffish. You don't get to know her at all. And they try to do this lame, I guess, homage to the original Musa, you know, because you saw in the picture they had her have like headphones as like an homage to the original. Oh, remember when Musa was a music fairy? See, this Musa, she has headphones. She loves music. See, we listen to you. See, this is from the original show. Do you recognize the connection? Musa is a mind fairy, not a music fairy, a mind fairy, which is short for useless.
Useless. She could have been a regular psychic.
See, that's the thing. Like, so basically, her as a mind fairy, like, she's basically like super empathic, like, you know, like empaths or whatever. She's basically like a super empath. Like, she can feel people's emotions. All right.
So Musa is basically useless.
Basically, she's basically useless. She can't even read minds. Like, she just reads emotions. And, you know, if someone's in like huge pain, like, she can like transfer the pain into herself if she really wanted to, if she tried. But other than that, she's useless. But besides having like useless powers, all right, like I said, she's standoffish, she's rude as hell, and she's a horrible friend to Tara. I mean, low key, I kind of get it because Tara's kind of annoying, but Tara tries to be cordial. You know, hey, we're living together. You know, we can, you know, try to be cordial to each other, be good to each other. Hey, do you want some plants? I got some plants. You want a cactus? Want a cactus, sis? And Musa it's just like, I don't want to hear this. Girl, I don't want to hear this. Get out of my face. Like, every chance she can, like, she puts on her headphones and try to tune her out, gives her the looks of, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to. I don't want to acknowledge your presence right now. And her entire arc is her trying to be a better friend and being more open to people. And you don't see that at all. Every single time anyone opens their mouth, except for Tara's brother, everyone else, she just looks uninterested and doesn't want to do nothing. So I'm just like, why should I like this chick? Why should I like this chick? And it was also the thing where she likes Tara's brother and she doesn't want Tara to know about it, as if Tara can do anything about it, as if Tara would care. Like everything, Tara really does like Musa for some ungodly reason. That is, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Mara, I don't get it. Tara likes Musa, wants Musa to like her. Musa's like, get out of my face, woman. I just want to bang your brother. That's it. I just want to bang your brother, we get married, and then we live without you. Live without you. That's basically what Musa wants. But towards the end, we're supposed to believe that Musa and Tara had this strong friendship that we don't see at all. Musa never comes to help Tara at all. Musa doesn't like hang out with her as much. Like, she only hangs out with Tara if Tara approaches her. But if Musa had the choice, she would be far away from Tara. But we're supposed to believe that they're friends, they're best friends, they're buddies. Get out of my face, God. Hate Musa, man. Like, she's just rude. All right, and next we have Bloom. Bloom, please tell me about Bloom, the original, why she was such a great protagonist.
Bloom in the original was such a good protagonist because she was new to the magic. She was calm and collected. She cared about others. She really wanted to know her backstory, but at the same time, she loved her parents. She battled between finding her true self and being the one that she thought she was. She really battled with her identity, which made her friendships even stronger because her friendships were like, we don't care where you came from. We don't care if you have this magic power that could destroy the world. We care about you because you are the perfect person you could be. And so Bloom really grew on that.
Bloom, the original, was a fantastic protagonist. But in Fate, the Winx Saga, Bloom is a psychopath. All right, there's no way to get around it. She's a psychopath. All right, like, she's a horrible protagonist. She's chock full of cliches. You know, basically she has MC energy, the house. Everyone revolves around themselves around her. And when I say she's a psychopath, she has a bad relationship with her sensible, responsible, normal parents who are legit, actual good parents. But Bloom thinks she's grown, doesn't pay bills.
Like most teenagers.
I will give them that. That is like most teenagers. Most teenagers, they think, oh, I'm 16, 15 or something. I am grown up. I'm a grown up. But the thing about that is that teenagers forget, hey, as a grown up, you have a thing called taxes. You need to figure out what you're going to do as a career. You need to get a job. You need to budget. You need to figure out what you're going to eat. You need to figure out how you're going to eat. You got basically what we're doing right now, adulting. We are adulting talking about Winx Club.
Being an adult talking about a kid's show, never knew my life would turn out like this.
Exactly. Freaking in our 20s, talking about Winx Club like adults. Like real adults. So yeah, I will give them that. That's pretty realistic for a teenager, for older teenagers, when they're still under the age of 18 and still live with their parents. They want to be grown, but don't want grown-up responsibilities. I will give them that. But she's still a horrible, unwatchable character. All right. And she's a psychopath because, like, she tried to kill her parents, or accidentally, didn't really mean it. Like, she was just upset, but almost killed her parents with her fire powers because her parents let her know that, hey, you don't pay bills. We pay bills. You don't own nothing in this house. You know that bed that you're sleeping on? We bought that for you. You see these things called lights? We bought that for you. You know the water that you use to drink and clean yourself and cook with? Yeah, we did that. We did that. You don't do nothing. Because you know why? You is a child. And Bloom got mad when her parents put her psychotic tail in her place. Bloom was like, I'm gonna burn this house down with everyone in it. I mean, she doesn't do it on purpose, but it's the same energy. So she almost kills her parents with their fire powers. All right, like, luckily her parents survive. It's just like her mom has permanent burns on her body and nearly killed them both. And she's supposed to be a protagonist. Like, she almost killed innocent people that take care of her the right way, and she almost killed them. And we're supposed to like her as a protagonist. Mara, you as a writer, help me with this. Like, what's wrong with this picture?
I guess they're trying to make her complex and more of an anti-hero, really. But the original Bloom was not an anti-hero. Yes, she lost control of her powers once, but that was because the witches convinced her that she was a witch and not a fairy.
Yeah.
And even then, her friendship her down. The friendship really showed the best side of her. And by the sound of it, she may have friends, but they're not friends. They're more of, oh, I'm just going to hang out with this person because it's better than being lonely. Not because I actually like them or anything.
No, it's like these characters hang out with her because of plot. All right, we hang out with her because of plot. For plot reasons. We don't really like her or anything, or at least Aisha does for some ungodly reason that's just unbeknownst to me.
Because Aisha is a saint.
Basically, Aisha is the saint. They try to make her edgy and like complex, but I'm just like, I mean, it would have been complex and better if her parents were like abusive or something like that. I mean, it wouldn't have made it all the way right, but it would have been justifiable. Bloom's parents was like abusive, they weren't the best, and they were abusing her or whatever, and then she lost control of her powers. All right, it's not always justified, but you would understand why she would do something like that. Like, it's understandable. But when you have this protagonist who's supposed to be a hero, basically attack innocent people for like no reason, or for no reason, then it's like, why should we like you or trust you or follow you? You're just a bad person, and not even a fun bad person, just an unlikable, horrible person. So why should we even like you? But we have to like her because of plot. Plot. Because of plot. This cute plot. Oh gosh, she's just such a horrible character. And she's a horrible friend too. She's horrible to Aisha. All right, like, she tries to be a better friend to Stella, and Stella treats Bloom like trash. But Bloom puts in more effort for Stella than Aisha, who does basically everything for her. So she's horrible, just terrible. And the entire cliche theme of her trying to find her origins is just, I don't care. You just don't care. All right, next we have Tara, who was the replacement for Flora. Tell me about Flora, the original. Why we love Flora.
Flora was the sweetest person on the face of the planet. She was kind. She loved animals. She built her friends up. She was always there. She was comforting. She was motherly. She was amazing. She rarely had any plot that showed her being bad. She just was very centered and very self-promoting. She was amazing. She made flowers. She did herbs. She did healing. She was great. She was wonderful. I don't know why they replaced her.
I'm so baffled why they replaced her with Tara too. I think the only reason why they did that to have this body positivity message that they butchered.
They could have made Flora a plus size character, but kept her kind and self-promoting and fashionable and amazing.
Yeah, they could have done that, but no, we have Tara. All right, so they whitewash Flora, all right, into this white character named Tara, but then they try to like fix it because I think they're like backlash against like the whitewashing of like, you know, some of these characters, and like Flora was like the biggest one, and so they try to fix it by saying, oh well, Tara is actually related to Flora. So it's like, wait, so are you saying that Tara is like what, partial Hispanic or Latina? Like, what are you trying to say? Because Tara looks organic white. I'm sorry, unless Flora married into the family or something. Like, I don't understand how they could be related. Or maybe they also whitewashed Flora and they just wanted to make it better. But no, I hate Tara. I hate Tara. She is annoying. She they try to do the thing where they try to make her endearing or whatever, or like overly nice or nurturing, but it just comes off as annoying and needy and pathetic, which is insulting, you know, because we have a hard time having like good plus size representation, you know, as you and me, we're plus size women, and the representation for plus size women is not great at all. We're usually like, plus size women are usually portrayed as like pathetic, needy, constantly trying to get approval from everyone by going above and beyond for no real good reason, low confidence, all that. Like, they put all of those stereotypes for like plus size women into this character. So I'm just like, how is this body positivity? How is this body positivity? And not only that, you also cover her up. You cover her up to look like a nun. Like, nuns show more skin than Tara. Like this girl is like covered up to her neck with layers, and not even cute layers, but ugly layers. Like you saw, like dirt green, horrible drab colors. So it's like, how is this body positivity here? All right, and oh god, she is so annoying. Mara, she's so annoying. God, I was just, everything about her was just so annoying. Every time she was on screen, I was like, I understand why Musa hates you, because I hate you too. Also thirsty. She is so thirsty for this like guy character who's not the original, like one of the originals from like the specialist from the original show. No, they came with this new character who's a specialist who's like, I'm pretty sure he's gay, but they kind of go back and forth to whether he's gay or bisexual, because the character likes Riven, who in this series, Faith the Winx Saga, he is not like the original Riven. No, this Riven is basically like a jock. Like, you can't leave your drink with him because he will spike it. This new character is thirsty for Riven, and Riven's thirsty for this other chick who's basically take the three witches characters who were basically the antagonists of the show, the original show. They take them, mix them into one character, and her and Riven are having like a thing. Or having like a thing, and Riven is basically whipped by her, and then this other character wants Riven, so he just does whatever Riven says and that girl, because he wants Riven. And Tara's thirsty for this guy who ain't nothing, but she's thirsty for him, and it's pathetic. It's just like, this character, she's just so thirsty for attention and so thirsty for everyone, or particularly that boy. And it's so pathetic. It's just like, girl. And they do all of this because she's plus size. That's the only reason why they treat her so poorly, is because she is plus size. That's it. That's how they do plus size characters. It's like, you're plus size, so therefore you are undeserving of a boyfriend, confidence, and approval and love. You are undeserving because you are plus size. and that's how they do us. That's how they do us. So I hate Tara. I swear to God, she was so close to being number one of my most hated character. Mara, she was pushing it. She was seriously push. Honestly, originally she was number one of my most hated character. She was almost number one. And somehow she's supposed to be endearing. Like, this girl literally almost killed a guy in front of everyone at a party. How am I supposed to like this character when she almost killed a dude? Like I don't know, like, it was Riven. She almost killed, new Riven. All right, like, she basically used her nature power to choke the snot out of Riven. And I'm just like, how am I supposed to like you when you almost killed a guy? Like, choke, just like, ugh. Like, use her nature power to like choke him with vines and stuff like that. So I'm like, why would I like her? And she's like almost a murderer. So, oh God, I hate Tara. God, I hate Tara. God, it's just not only her character, but everything she represents. All right, like the fake body positivity. Just, oh God, I hate her. Okay, next we have Stella. Stella's just a mean girl. What do you want? That's it. What do you want from me? She's just a mean girl. Mara, take it away. The original Stella, and why she was great in the original.
The original Stella was great because she was not only a spoiled brat, but she was a self-aware spoiled brat. She knew she was a fashionista. She knew that everything revolved around her looks, but she also had the courage and the leadership to continue with the bad stuff, with the plot dividing stuff. She was able to hold herself into a higher standard. She stood up for herself. She stood up for her friends. She completely made sure that no one took advantage of her. That, and she had a pretty good boyfriend. So I loved them.
Stella in the original was great. Like, Stella, like, yeah, she was a spoiled brat, but like, she was supportive of her. Like, she was supportive of Bloom in episode 1, because I did rewatch episode 1. It's just like, immediately Stella was like supportive of Bloom. Like, Stella immediately was like, oh, well, you're a fairy who has powers. Like, come with me. So like Althea, so they can teach you to like control your powers. She wasn't threatened by the other girls. Like, she uplifted people. And at the same time, yeah, she was like a rich girl, rich princess and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, she was still a good person. But in Fate the Winx Saga, Stella, she's basically a mean girl. She doesn't support no one. All right, she's so thirsty over this basic bred guy, Sky, who doesn't want her anymore, rightfully so, and wants to get with Bloom. And then Stella's like, well, if I can have you, no one will. So she basically sabotages Bloom basically every step of the way. And then towards the end, they try to like flip it to like, oh wait, she's not that bad. She actually does care about everyone. No, bro. No, I don't buy it. No one buys it. She's a spoiled, rotten brat who doesn't want to stand up to her mom, because in the Fate the Winx Saga, the mom, the queen, she's just like, I can't have you be weak. All right, you need to be stronger. You need to be more cutthroat and stuff like that. Basically just being a rotten princess and stuff like that. And it's just, and then it's like the love triangle between her basic guy and Bloom. It's just, that's exactly what we want to see in 2021. Women being catty and fighting over like a basic bred dollar store dude. I am going to say about Stella. Stella's just, every mean girl character you ever see, that's basically Stella with magical powers. And last but certainly not least, the MVP of the entire show, and that is Aisha. Aisha, please tell me, Mara. Aisha from the original show.
Aisha from the original show was originally called Layla, and she was a princess of a water, what's it called? Water important kingdom. It was not like a mermaid kingdom, but it was very much covered in water. And she was very sporty and not tomboyish, but very willing to prove herself. She was never low. She was very headstrong, very stubborn, willing to do anything and everything for her friends, willing to make sure that everyone was on the same team. She had very good leadership skills. In the original show, a lot of them, except for Flora. Flora wasn't really a leader. Musa wasn't a leader. Techno, maybe, but all of them, all the others were very good leaders. And Layla, most importantly, was a princess. She had to be in charge. She had to make sure that everyone was doing their job. I loved Aisha. I loved Layla.
Well, and Fate the Winx Saga. Okay, Aisha is the best character. All right, like she's the only character that best represents Winx Club, which is crazy because they literally did her character the most dirty, in my opinion, besides Tara. So they don't make her a princess. They just make her like a regular like water fairy, which is, I'm gonna say, it's pretty racist. Like they couldn't let us have one. They couldn't let us have one. You could not let this Black girl be a princess. You could not do that for us. No, they couldn't dare do that. They wouldn't. They would allow this blonde hair, blue-eyed white woman to be a princess, but not this beautiful dark-skinned girl to be a princess also. They let her character be the one where, I don't know, it was like a story she told, Bloom, where she was like crying in a bathroom. Aisha powers got, out of control. So she flooded the entire school with like toilet water. So she was kind of like drowning in poopy toilet water and stuff like that. And I'm just like, you couldn't let us have a Black princess. You couldn't let us have a Black fairy princess. You couldn't let me have that. And Aisha's like legit the only decent person in the show. She's the kindest. She's constantly helping Bloom, even though Bloom deserves dirt. Bloom don't deserve kindness. But Aisha, she helps Bloom because obviously, Bloom, she's a white female protagonist, and that's what they all do in these stories. You gotta have like this Black character like waits on this white character hand and foot. And that's what they do with Aisha. But, Aisha, like, she's still kind-hearted. She still strives to be the best. She still strives to be the best that she can be. The best water fairy is the only character that represents Winx Club the best, caring about people closest to you, being the best that you can be. The balancing of like feminine and like masculine qualities and stuff like that. Like she's the character that held it down the entire show. And they couldn't let us have her be a princess. We couldn't. Oh God, they couldn't let us have a princess, a Black fairy princess. But alas, she is the best character. She's compassionate, she's smart. She helps her friends, even though they all deserve dirt. They all deserve to eat trash in the trash can. They all deserve to be raccoons. These what these characters are. They're raccoons, Mara. They're raccoons.
Raccoons, the Winx Saga.
Exactly, raccoons, the Winx Saga. That's what they are. Raccoons. They deserve dirt. Hate, oh God, the ones I hated, which is all of them. And then Aisha. Also, those other characters like Riven, basically a douchebag jock archetype. Sky, regular guy, main leading guy, love interest, not interesting, basic bread. He's basically unbuttered toast. The headmistress was there. She was strict, she was cold, or whatever, got killed. That's it. These characters are scum, except for Aisha. That's it. Winx Saga. Fate the Winx Saga. So, yeah.
Woo.
Any thoughts? Any thoughts, Mara?
I am appalled and disgusted that they changed so much. They basically ruined it. They ruined it.
It's garbage. It's so garbage, bro. They had so many opportunities to make. They had a perfect opportunity to make a movement, an era for us, but they decided not to. They decided to be lazy. That's the thing. If the show's lazy, baseline YA garbage, and I can't even. I can't. I can't. And then they had the audacity to like continue with a season 2. Okay, with critics trashing it, with everyone trashing it, and they're still going on for a season 2.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
They keep doing this stupid, dark and gritty retellings, and I'm sick of it, bro. And like they're doing this to Winx Club, they're about to do this to Powerpuff Girls. I can't do this no more.
No, not Powerpuff Girls.
Girl, they're gonna do this to they're gonna do this to Powerpuff Girls too. You're just like right. So far, what I heard for Powerpuff Girls is that it's gonna be like they're adults and they're kind of like sad or upset that they had to be crime fighters or superheroes as like children, and they're kind of grieving over it. And I'm just like, I can't do this no more, Mara.
No.
I can't.
But
I can't do this no more. They need to stop this, man.
They stayed up need intervention.
They need to stop, son. Just make a new show, man. Like, don't just go into our childhoods, take it, and then change it to something unrecognizable, man. Just do something different, bro. I'm tired. I'm so sick of it. They need to stop, bro. They need to stop. I'm tired. Oh, God, man. It's like, what next are you gonna do, man? Like, what? You're gonna do like Dexter's Laboratory next? Oh,
Lord.
Oh, God. Oh, dark and gritty Dexter's Laboratory. Gross. Oh, God. That has left a horrible taste in my mouth. But they're gonna do it, I guarantee you. Next is gonna be Johnny Bravo. Then they're gonna go after witches.
Oh, Lord.
Nah, witch is gonna be next, man. Mark my words. It's gonna be witches. They're coming after witches, and then they're gonna go after Totally Spies.
No, I can't. La.
They're gonna do it, Mara. They're gonna do it.
I wish that upon
Mara, they're gonna do it. They're going after everything that we love. They're gonna be dark and gritty adaptations to everything that we love. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. They're going after all of them, man. No one is safe. No one is safe, Mara. No one.
No.
I'm just like, what? I'm just like, what next, man? You're gonna do like a dark and gritty Barbie? Ooh. What if they do dark and gritty like retellings of like our favorite Barbie movies?
If they ruined Princess and the Pauper, I will scream.
Oh my God, what if they do it like Princess and the Pauper, but it's like Les Miserables?
Oh no.
My Les Miserables. Ooh. Ooh, gross. Ooh. Oh God. They're coming, Mara. They're coming after all our childhood, man. No one is safe. No one is safe. Oh God. That was the discussion about Winx Club and also not Winx. What's the title of this thing again?
Fate.
Thank you. I'm sorry. As yes, that was the discussion about Winx Club and Fate the Winx Saga. No one is safe. Our childhood is not safe at all. They're coming for all of it. Well, thank you for watching. If you want to see more content like this, then please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications for more videos. Yeah, well, we are going to go back to our childhood and cry like girls.
I am going to go watch the club and relive the true Winx.
Basically, yeah, our entire childhoods is going to be ruined. All right, they're coming for it one by one. One by one, they're coming for it. And we will be here. We will be here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.